Hi, this is Steve with iFLOW. Welcome to our video series. In this segment, we're going to look at iFLOW Combi-Systems versus other air handlers. And in particular, we're going to look at the CSA P.911 standard, which is the test method for determining performance of combination water heating and space heating systems. It is a standard by CSA, and the results are available on the Natural Resources website, and we'll look at that in a moment. So if you go to the Natural Resources Canada website, this will be the home page that you'll land on, and then you can actually click on this link and you can actually download all of the results in a CVS file and then manipulate that and search however you like. There is a lot of information in that P9 standard. And just because a unit or a system has been tested to the P9 standard does not mean that the results are good or bad. So you actually have to drill down into the results to see how each of those combi systems performed based on various metrics that are all outlined in this CVS file that is available for download. So when you download that, you will get this Excel file, and it will give you all kinds of information. It will give you the brand, the models that were tested, the pumps that were used, the efficiency, and so much more. So there are presently 73 different units that have been, combinations that have been tested. So this is just a snapshot of a few. But just to show you some of the variability, for example, this system was the Renai system, tested with the Aspen air handler and then the high velocity HP50 air handler. And you see it scored a TPF, which is a performance factor of 0.72 or 0.73. iFLOW tested the Renai unit, that same Renai unit, with our 18,000 unit, and we scored a 0.94. So you can see that we're using the same heat source, so it's not the heat source. The heat source is capable of delivering very high results, very high efficiency results, if it's paired with the right air handler. So again, all of this data is buried in that Excel file, and we're going to take a look at that file. But all to say that there can be very significant results. All of these units are now tested to the P9, but they all have very, very different results. So let's take a look. So we'll actually go right in here and we'll click on the link, and that'll bring us right into the Intercan site. So then as you scroll down on that home page, you can actually then click on the download, and you'll see that the file is downloaded directly as a CVS file. You can open the file up, and then you get all of the raw data. And in the top row, you get all of the different information that's available. So let's flip over and now look at the results. So I've taken all that raw data, and again, everybody can download it. That's how you download it. So it's all available. I haven't manipulated any of the data itself. All I have done is I've sorted it. So I've sorted it, I started just sorting it alphabetically. So I sorted alphabetically, and then I color-coded each of the different manufacturers and the testing results. Right? So you can scroll down here and find whichever manufacturer you are looking for. I put the iFLOW in the light blue so that we can identify it quickly and easily. So this is just sorted alphabetically. It doesn't really tell us too much. So let's sort by TPF, so that thermal performance factor, which is basically the efficiency rating of the system. So we sorted by TPF, and if you look, iFLOW has the top 3 ratings. We have our 16,000 series with the Navian MP180A, and we scored a 0.98. We have their 16-inch unit with the MP240A, and we scored a 0.96. And then we have our 14-inch unit, 14,000 series with the 180A, and again 0.96. So we hold the top 3 ratings for efficiency in the Enercan results. And then you can scroll through all of the rest of the different results and see where the different manufacturers came in. So that is ranked by TPF. So again, iFLOW holds top 3 spots. So let's now rank it by static pressure. So you know that there can be low static systems, medium or high static pressure systems. And a low static is up to, let's say, 0.5 inch water column. A medium velocity or a medium static system would be from 0.6 to, let's say, 1 inch. And then a high static would be over 1 inch. So all I've done is I've taken that same raw data, and then we went to see who, of all of those 73 combis that have been tested, which one tested to a higher static, and how were those results. So I ranked it by first static pressure. So again, there is only one system in the market that has been tested to 1.5 inch static pressure, and that is the iFLOW. So that is our 14-inch unit with the NP180A. We tested to 1.5 inch static, and we scored a TPF of 0.91. We then scored number 3. We have number 3. So then we tested at 0.12. So there are 4 units that were tested at 1.2 inch static, and iFLOW has 2 of the 4. AirMax tested their 70 series, and High Velocity tested their HE70 series at 1.2, but iFLOW tested 2. So there's question, we don't necessarily promote iFLOW as a high static system or a high velocity system, but you can see by the results right here, we are the only one that's tested to 1.5 inch, the only one. And then for 1.2 inch, we have 2 of the 4 ratings at 1.2 inch. So when you are looking for results of the system that you're looking to use, even though it may be P9 tested, make sure that you check. If you're running at high static, then ask them for their high static testing and see what their performance is. Their performance may not be exactly what you expect. So all to say that when we rank by external static pressure that we've been tested to, we've tested and are the only one at 1.5. We hold 2 of the 4 tested at 1.2. But let's look at the efficiency. So AirMax tested at 1.2. They scored a TPF of 0.82. So they tested at 1.2, but they only scored a 0.82. iFLOW tested to that same 1.2 with the Navion on our 16-inch, and we scored a 0.92. So even though we tested the same static pressure, AirMax got 0.82, iFLOW got 0.92. On our second test, this is our 14-inch with the 180A, the Navion 180A. Again, we tested a 1.2. Oh, we scored 0.96. 0.96 compared to the 0.82 that AirMax scored at. And then Energy Savings Products, they tested their E or H70 series, and they scored a 0.9. We scored a 0.96 and a 0.92. So again, beat them both in that category. So we have 4 of the 4 systems that were tested at 1.2. iFLOW was 2 of them, and we scored the highest TPF of the 4. So anyway, you can go through that, but that's how it was. That's how it was ranked. So let's go to the next one. This is heating efficiency only. So the TPF is a blended domestic water and space heating weighted result. So The composite space heating is actually the performance of the heating system alone, unweighted. It's weighted for the performance categories within the heating side, but it's not balanced with the water side. Again, when we sort it by composite space heating, iFLOW comes out number one at 98%. We have the third rank as well at 96%, and we have the sixth rank at 95%. So again, good performance on the TPF on the space heating side of the P9 test. So now let's look at CFM. So again, you want to make sure that you're able to deliver the CFM that you need. So when we rank all of the Combi-Systems, all of the 73 Combi-Systems that were tested, you can see the CFM delivered during the test. So in this case, Rheem has the two largest air handlers out there, being able to deliver 2000 CFM and 1937 CFM. So they're able to deliver the highest CFM of any of the Combi-Systems rated, but their TPF is only 0.8 and 0.82. iFLOW comes in third with our 16-inch and our MP240A. 1400 CFM is what we delivered at a 0.96. So again, of all the systems tested, iFLOW came out number 3 in terms of CFM delivery, but then the CFM at a very high TPF of 0.96. So again, compare that to all of the rest of the units in the market. Now let's look at BTUs delivered. Obviously, you have a system, you want to be able to deliver BTUs through into the home. So here we have our 16-inch unit with the MP240A. Again, we were able to deliver almost 95,000 BTUs. We hold the second spot as well with the 16-inch and the 180A, the Navion 180A, and we delivered 89,000 BTUs. Those are the two highest ranks of any of the 73 systems that have been tested. So able to deliver the highest BTU into the space based on the testing results of the P9 systems that are listed on the Intercan site. So this looks at CFM versus static pressure. So okay, what BTUs were you able to deliver at what static pressure? So again, we ranked it all by BTU delivered, and then we showed the static that it was delivering at. So again, when we look at, we have the top two spots, we delivered 95 and 89,000 BTUs respectively at a static pressure of 0.4. So that would be a low velocity system, a low static system, a typical system. We're able to deliver the most BTUs through. But then we go through the list. Most of the other ones that have been tested for these BTUs are all also tested at the 0.4 level. And then when we get into the higher testing, so AirMax has one that was tested at 1-inch static that delivered 70,000 BTUs. So that's fairly decent delivery at a 0.88. That's not a bad performance. But then we go down from there, and again, now we have iFLOW in spot number 15, where we delivered 61,000 BTUs at 1.2-inch water column. So again, we're just ranking it based on BTUs delivered and giving you an idea of what static we can operate at to deliver those BTUs. So that's kind of all I wanted to go through with you on this. I just wanted to mention that there are many different results that you can go through to see how the systems performed. They are very different. All of the systems perform differently at different metrics. But again, iFLOW, we hold, again, top CFM delivered, top B2 delivered with a top B2 delivered. We're number 3 on the CFM other than the ream units, but our TPF is better. Highest tested at any of the static pressures with the best TPF results. The top TPF, right, in terms of efficiency of the system, combined system, top 3 rankings there. So whatever metric you are looking at, iFLOW has performed number 1 in each of the categories, bar none. So I just wanted to make it clear, whether it's at B2s, CFM, static pressure, low, medium, high static, we are able to do all of it, and we are top of class when it comes to the results. So these results are not well known because you have to dig into that Excel file and sort it out, and first, you know, understand what each of the categories, each of the columns represent, and then do the manipulation on it to sort it the way you need to see the results you're looking for. But all to say, it's all publicly available. At the beginning we went through how to get there. So I just want to leave you with that. So thank you for your time. If you have any questions on that, by mobile or by email, or you can reach us on iflowhvac.com. So again, thank you for your time. Appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Thank you.